Well, my people, I'm finna go in there and break it down to the true story of what really going on, why I fight so hard for this. The vision is Baya. Baya stands for believing you'll achieve. God blessed me with this a long time ago. I'm talking about even when I was married to my first wife and just started off with 4 kids way back in the days and everything like that. And I don't know where it came from. I mean, I know where it came from. It had to be a gift from God to get me about Baya. Because I'm the type of person like this, I believe you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Whatever you believe in, that's on you. But then all of a sudden, I didn't know my test was about to really come. My test came when my baby hit 14 years old. It's not really talking about Baya, where they all come back down to Baya. It's really talking about the obstacles God take you through to take you to the place that you need to be at. I might not be one-on-one where I want to be, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. And I'm gonna keep on fighting. That's what Baya means. Don't never give up. Always keep on going. Push to the mark that you're trying to go to. Because I promise there's always light on the end of the tunnel once you keep on believing. Negativity, you don't have time for that. Lit things on this earth. What God showed me, man, when I see people fighting over and talking about this Saints game, I am trust and believe I am a Saints fan. But when I learned when my daughter passing, none of these things really matter. It really matters with love like we have back here. And all these things are really illusions. So let me go back to the story and take you back to day one, how this thing really went down. Now, see, my testimony, this is by your testimonies. Everybody have a story to tell about what they've been through in life. And I promise you, I really went through a lot. But at the end of the day, you still keep these smiles on my face, and I drive, and I drive people. We have fun because all these things don't really matter. But listen, once again, let me go back. When my baby hit 14 years old, her name was Originae, Elisha Brown. Typical teenager, kept a smile on her face, joked, laughed. Yes, I whooped her butt quite a few times because she had a little attitude back in the days too and everything too, just like a typical teenager. But this particular day, I remember clearly, vivid, that she had her knee kept swelling up. And we didn't know what it was. We thought it was light. We took her to the doctor. They said it was tendonitis. And all of a sudden, my mama told me, she said, Puff, her spirit, I got a strong spirit-filled mother. She said, Puff, I think you need to go check and see what's going on with Originate's knee. I said, Ma, we went a year ago, and they said it was nothing. She said, no, baby, this ain't right. Ain't no way this knee. And I didn't even know my baby was crying. She was so gangster. She didn't even tell me. She used to be crying in the middle of the night about her knee and never told me nothing. So I didn't know. So all of a sudden, I took her, and man, our lives changed. She went to the hospital, and they said, when they called us back, and they said, something ain't right, Mr. Brown. This could be cancer. Now, the last thing in my mind was saying, man, just because a knee swelling up, then you mean to tell me that's cancer? They said, well, look, we're going to check on it, but we need to pull a culture and check and see, because if it is, you're going to have to go to St. Jude. So, man, I remember that day so vivid, man. I'm like, man, what the hell? So my mama and daddy riding the car, and I'm riding the car with them, and next thing you know, I'm in the back seat, and I'm like, I ain't saying nothing, like lip trembling. I'm like, man, what the hell, man? I'm like, what? So I go in my house, and at the time, me and her mother was separated at the time. We went through so much drama ourselves and flunked a lot of tests, I'll be honest with you. But when I got home, I still remember, man, I don't think I saw was the cabinet. And I went to punching on it. I'm boom, I'm boom, I'm boom, I'm boom. I'm like, Lord, I'm crying. Like, no, my faith got weak. And after that, I just, we waited. And when we came back, they said, we finna ship you out of St. Jude in 2 days. So we got in our flight. Make a long story short, went to St. Jude. We met the people. They opened us up arms. I can honestly say that St. Jude, y'all, we really see where the money going when you go to St. Jude. And when I say they paid for the entire thing, we didn't have to worry about anything. There was nothing but a blessing. In the meanwhile of that going on, to tell you about it, we right when me and my ex had got right back together, we was actually separated, and we got divorced and got right back together. I don't know why, but God knew why. And about a month later, 2 months later, this when this situation had happened. I know the story seems like, man, because I'm still going through some things right now, but I know basically, yeah, we had got back together. All right. I'm trying to remember why she wasn't there when I was punching on the wall, but we was together at that time. All right. So when we went to St. Jude, I'm talking about my family, Chandel's family, and my family, we all sitting in the waiting area, right? And then all of a sudden, my baby, we sitting inside the Memphis Grizzly house. And when they went in, she had to have a surgery. And then my baby never cried. I mean, it was so amazing for a 14-year-old to hear something like that we know that it's a life and death situation. But we really didn't know because we're not knowledgeable of this thing. So went there, they did the culture, my baby started. I mean, I remember we held and we cried and we cried and we cried. And I'm holding my baby, I'm gripping her tight. But she never cried about the cancer. My baby said, Daddy, it hurt. They actually cut a piece of her bone off just to find out what was wrong with it. So we sitting in the waiting area. We waiting for the results. Man, when I say that was one of the most horrifying things you can ever imagine that your daughter have to go through when they came and gave us that news and said that my baby had cancer. And we was wondering, was it benign? So that's what we was praying. I'm talking about we praying, we interceding. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. You remember I am a father. I got the kids in there vacuuming and everything like that. You know, but I got to do what I got to do. But what I was saying was that, man, I said that was horrifying. I'm talking about, man, Miss Brown, Chandel's mama, my mama, that, man, I'm talking about the choir. It was quiet just like when the Saints lost that game. You feel what I'm saying? And, boy, we started crying. And then next thing you know, I told my baby, I said, baby, party ain't going to stop. I said, see that laugh and that laughter you have in your heart, baby, we had to face a decision, was she gonna get treated down here at St. Jude? Now, we was always taught that St. Jude was the place that you need to be at. So I said, I want the best for my baby. Whatever we gotta do, we're gonna make it happen. So Chandel and Originae, they went on and stayed up there. And I had my kids down here. And I was working. I'm saying, man, y'all don't know the story what I've been through. What I'm talking about, I was watching the kids. I had a good support group. But a lot of things as a man, I feel like I just need to do if I can. And I was doing the best I can to do it. So I have Nisi, Trey, and Omega. Matter of fact, Muff had Nisi, but I said, no, give me my daughter if I can take care of my oldest daughter. I'm trying to teach her to be a big sister because Nay is up there fighting for her life. So now Nisi, I'm talking to her, Nisi, I need you to step up to the plate now to be the big sister. Went over there and got her from my sister's house and said, so we doing it. I'm cutting hair, I'm coming back, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. Nisi trying to hold it down and checking homework, and then every time for the weekend come there, send them to my mama house or Miss Brown house, and now ride up there. When I say 4.5 hours, I mean 6 hours felt like 4.5 hours because I went to riding, and I'm going every weekend to go down and go see my baby because I made a promise to my baby. And the party wasn't gonna stop. She still gonna have her daddy there, and I was there. So after that, I left there. I was doing it on a regular basis. I'm talking about my baby had countless surgeries. Y'all just don't really know what that girl went through. When I say she had a half leg, see, it was cut from here to here. That was a metal rod. They had to cut her whole bone out. Then after they had to cut her whole bone out, I remember time she only cried because she said, I said, baby, what's wrong? You crying from the cancer? She said, no, Dad, I'm constipated. I'm just giving you one of the story, man. I was so heated that my baby could use the bathroom for so much pain medicine. I left there. I told the nurse, let me tell y'all something. I said, give me a corkscrew. I'm finna pull this shit out my baby. And they were like, boy, Mr. Brown, you so crazy. I'm like, man, look, whatever it takes, man. I can't see my baby crying like this. I can recall a time where I used to play games with her and say I'm here. And she like, Daddy, you coming down here this weekend? I'd be like, no, baby, Daddy got some stuff going. But all of a sudden, I've been walked in and she don't even know I'm on the highway. I'm playing it off, Well, Daddy finna go to bed now, baby. She not even know I done passed up Jackson, Mississippi. I went all the way through the next, down there. I'm walking through the door and all the blue, she didn't know my baby was there. And she, Daddy! And I'm like, yeah, baby, Daddy in there, you know what I'm saying? And my job was to keep a smile on her face no matter what. I don't give a care if I had to say the stupidest things in the world. I know what I'm doing it for. I do that with people right now. You know what I'm saying? People got to quit putting so much weight on their shoulders when a lot of things don't matter, man. This is real, man. I really lost a child, like a best friend. And when I say I gotta give this credit to Originae as being, she, instead of us holding her down, we was lifting each other up as a family. She never once tried to make us worry. Baby, you all right? But I knew my baby eyes would be. And I'm like, Nate, I know something wrong with you, baby. Quit lying to your daddy. What's up? What's up? And then I used to tell her to herself, don't let the devil beat your mind up. Because he can point all kind of things in your mind. I know what he do. I mean, just pay attention to your life. Negativity is never of God. You got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So, I can recall so many different events that me and her went through, me taking the kids down here, going back and forth. I watched this woman here throw up probably over 100 and something times. She never smiled, never stopped smiling, never cried about a situation. When I say God sent me an angel, he really sent me an angel to teach me these things. I had to learn that my baby purpose was this. Because I was trying to figure out how can somebody, I know people who did so much dirt. I'm talking about me, myself. And I'm looking at people like 80 years old still thugging. I'm like, man, really? And my baby left here at 18? But see, thank God for the understanding that he gave me, and he showed me this. He said her purpose was to show people that the things that everybody are crying about, it can always be worse. That this life right here don't last forever. They say the wages of sin of death. My baby ain't had many sins. They said, obey your mother and father so your days will be longer on this earth. Man, who knows? They probably was supposed to be short and lasted longer. But I tell you what, thank God for them 4 years that he gave me with me and my baby, with me and my family. Me and Shandell, we actually remarried. That was our test. So my baby died, we got divorced again. I can tell you one story as far as this. One time I was riding a car, and a lot of things I couldn't make promises. Like I still hate making promises, because if I can't make a promise to God and keep, I can't make a promise to a person. I just gonna do the best I can. I remember I'm riding in a car one day and I said, Lord, I need to know my baby gonna be all right. I need a sign. Something in God nature, S-I-G-N. I need a sign. And I said, Lord, I don't want to hear no going up a yonder. I don't want to hear nothing negative. I want to hear something that you're going to tell me that my baby going to be all right. And I'm riding. It's 4:30 in the morning because I go to work at 5. And I'm riding all the way, man, in the morning. Next to know. And all of a sudden, I cut the song on Kirk Franklin radio. Man, it's deep, bro. And I know and when I cut it on Kirk Franklin radio, I remember clear as day. Out of all the songs in the world, do you know what song came on? I'm going up a yonder. I said, huh? Man, do you know I cried my ass off? Man, I was like, man, Lord, I get it. I said, man, I made so many promises, man. I done told you I wasn't gonna never cheat on my wife no more. I wasn't gonna do this and that. And that was one of the main problems I really had. But I'm like, man, bro. But I made promises to him that I couldn't keep. I said, God, I get it. I said, I know I made a lot of promises I can't keep. I said, I gotta take my lick, man. You finna take my baby. Do you know how long I kept folding myself for my baby leaving here? Behind that, because this thing is real. Ain't nothing phony about this world, man. See, you know your relationship with God. And keep it real with your relationship with God. It ain't everybody's business about your relationship with God. You can share it because your life is for other people to see. See, people learn what to do and what not to do by watching Puff. I learned by watching a child. So you can learn from a child. That child wasn't a child. That child was a gift from God. If he say he can talk through a donkey, you know he can talk through a child. That's lightweight. So I'm going to give you all this last part of this testimony because there's a lot I can go on and on telling you things I've seen. See, I'm going to tell you these last days that's real. My baby had a seizure right before she passed. But I'm going to tell you the story before the seizure. I used to always tell my baby, you got to fight. You got to fight. Want to fight. One time in the middle of the morning, I think with these last 5-6 minutes, she lay up there and me, her, and Chanel was in the bed. And she woke up in the middle of the night and started crying and said, Daddy. This is the first time when she got to like her weakest point. And she like, I'm about to leave here soon, but I'm not ready. And I grabbed my baby and I hugged her. I said, babe, I'm like, damn, I'm talking to the Lord. I'm like, man, I don't know what to say. I said, babe, you ain't about to go nowhere, babe. Daddy got you. I said, you can't leave here until God say it's time for you to go, babe. You can't even, we hugged up in the bed, we embracing each other. And I was like, man, so I woke up the next morning. I said, man, as a father, as a man, I got to do what I got to do, man. I had to be faced with a situation. I had to coach my baby to death for something that I never even experienced yet. I don't know nothing about that. So I'm out there. I'm talking to her. The next morning, I went and found Stuart A. Scott and I found Jim Valvano's speech, how they had to embrace death. Because I wasn't naive. My baby got down to like 90 pounds, man. But she still smiled. And she still kept pushing. When I say I went to every natural herb place I can possibly do, I was going back and forth to Clinton, man, just to get water on a regular basis. Shout out to Mr. Percy. I think he used to look out for me, man. And he had an alkaline water machine. I was going up there and I'm coming with jugs, 6 jugs of water just so my baby can get her pH balance right. I went to what's my other man name, man. They got a lot of people that really helped me in this. And I thank every single person that prayed, the people putting the work in, the blessings, the people who kept giving us money to try to do it. I thank you, St. Jude. I thank you, everybody. But when God have a time for you, he have a time for you. So when I left, I was doing that. I'm getting the water. I'm talking about I used to fight with my baby for water. Dad, I don't want no water. She kept fussing, but they got to the point to the end where we all paid attention to her body. Now she wanted the water. She wanted to try. And she started fighting even more because it was hard for a teenager to make this transition in life. The things that she couldn't do. But we was there. When I say, man, people does, they still pray. They respect the Originae actually was a gift from God that she touched everybody's lives. So we left there and we watched both of the speeches, and when I say we cried, and reality started sitting in on us. And I got on one knee with my baby and I said, babe, you can't be scared of death. I said, because I keep telling you we ain't never walking now later. So either we gonna die now or we gonna die later. What is everybody fighting to get this extra breath for just so they can live and do the works of the devil? No. And then you gotta understand that this too gonna come, this gonna be our time one day. I used to be so fearful of death until now I'm right now. Because I saw it for myself. So I asked my daughter, I said, you need to repeat this prayer. And we repeated that prayer. And when I got on her, we hugged and we cried some more. And I said, all right, baby, we ready now. We ready to fight. We ain't gonna never stop fighting because God gets the last word on this. So that was one of the situations like this. So I know she was at peace and she used to listen to her gospel music and just go on her page and see how her character was. And I still remember this last day. Vivid. We used to go to, when I say I went to every doctor's appointment, they knew me. I mean, I didn't fire doctors because I felt like they didn't have believed the way I believe. I had to understand that that's my daughter, it's not theirs. You can't think that everybody gonna feel the same way you feel. They can't believe what you believe. They might don't see things you see. This doctor, only thing he saw was kids dying daily, so he kind of knew. And I mean, some of them just didn't believe, but by I still believe. I understand now. So we was riding in the car on the last days. And my baby, towards the end, is narrowing down. And she was always been the type of person she never took no for an answer. This was the day my baby finally said she was tired. So we go up to the hospital. She said, Dad, I don't want to get in my wheelchair. I want to walk. She was on oxygen. My baby couldn't go from the kitchen to the bathroom without getting her oxygen towards the end. It got real. But she refused to believe that. And I was the one that always like, baby, get your tank, because I couldn't watch my baby go through that. But I was going to fight with it. I said, Lord, let your will be done. So I want to give her a wish. She go to the elevator, go up the stairs, not the stairs, go on the elevator to the 3rd floor. We walk all around. She don't use her pump not one time, her tank not one time. So we got inside there, I'm talking about, I'm like, man, baby, oh, man. And then she came on out. We had our last little thing, and everybody, her team Originae was in full stride. We like, baby, we could do this. But then when we got in the car, she was quiet. And I still remember we made it by Applebee's on Old Hammond and that line. And my baby grabbed my wrist because we used to hold hands when we used to drive. And she grabbed my wrist and said, "Dad, I'm about to leave here soon." And I said, you know, and all this time I've been coaching her to death. And not really coaching her to death, but coaching her to understand that this is the reality of life. And what I'm saying, just preparing, because everybody got to be prepared for this time, because we too going to have to go through this. And when she grabbed my wrist, she said, "No, Dad." Because we normally hold hands. But this day she said, "No, Dad. I'm about to leave here soon." So I said, "But you said you want me to be ready, huh?" Because I told my baby one time, I said, "Well, baby, I can't pray for you to live forever, because that's impossible, because nobody lives forever. But the only thing I pray for my loved ones, my family, including myself, is that we be prepared and be ready when it's time for us to leave here." And she brought that back to my face. So I said, I leaned back and said, "Baby, you right." I said, "I did say that." I said, "But you can't say that you about to leave here, because it's still God's time. Whenever God says it's time for you to leave, you leave, because this is not our life. This is his life that he rewarded us with." So we made it all the way back to the apartment. My other daughters was at the house. And my cousin, my little niece, she came in and she sat down, and we was all around the table. She said, "I want to let y'all know something." "No, I'm serious." She said, "Oh, y'all come sit around this table right now." She said, "I'm serious." She said, "God is real. God is real. God is real." She said, "Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die?" And some of them said, "I don't know." One of them said, "Yeah." And then they thought they was tripping. But she wasn't tripping. My baby was getting ready to go to a whole nother dimension. And I got a wheelchair and I'm rolling it out. And the kid, and they left and they drove off in the car. I said, Originae, I said, "You did good, baby. And if God told you to do that, I need you to do that." But I said, "But they weren't ready for it." I used to joke all the time. You know, everybody know me, I'm a jokester. I can't just sit up here. I take life so seriously for something that already predestined, you know what I'm saying? I try to make people laugh and take your mind off there, because we got a lot to cry about. I mean, I got a lot, I can cry every day. I could have lost my mind, but I refuse to lose my mind for something that I know the truth about. I'm not the first person to lose a daughter. I'm not the last person to lose a daughter. So after that, just imagine this walking, and I took her to my mom's house, and after she had a seizure, when she had a seizure immediately after that, and I lost my baby. When she said she about to leave here soon, her spirit had already ascended, but the flesh was still here. And if you got a flesh in this world and you don't got no spiritual background, if God is not in this shell, do you know what this shell gonna be like? So she wasn't herself no more. Anybody that been through the situation understand that. So I remember battling with her, praying, had my mom come over to the house, and my baby she had already left. And I'm walking out to the car, and I'm finna agree to take her to her dying day, taking her to the hospital because she wasn't herself. And my baby said, without being herself, "I don't know why he had to take me so soon." Man, my knees buckled. I had my baby in my arms, took him to the car, and I could take it. I'm like, "Oh Lord," I'm crying. I'm like, man. We took her to the hospital. She was reading, I was reading scriptures to her, like, man, the Lord, I forgot what scripture was, but the scripture was so vivid, and he gave it to me. It was like, he got love, he got a spot for you. To make a long story short, I don't know what the scripture was, but despite anything that you've done, if you love him, he got a spot for you. She was repeating it. She was repeating the prayer. And I had to leave the next day to go sign some insurance papers, because they said they were finna take insurance off my house. They said, "Mr. Brown, I understand your situation, but I just need a signature. You need to come back." So I went there. And when I went there and came back, I was talking to Mark in the hallway, talking to Nate, and they was just chilling there. They gave us some medicine or whatever, something to kind of ease out for no pain. And when I'm talking to Mark about when I heard the song "Going Up Yonder" and all kind of things like that, and we just talking about life, period. I heard a scream. It was Chandel. Ah! I broke out running and my baby was gone. My baby was gone. I put her arm around me, and I say I held my baby all the way till it was time for the zipper bag for about 5-6 hours. But I wasn't about to see that bag. I wasn't built that way for that. I wasn't built that way for that. So the story is, man, the reason why you see Originae's legacy everywhere I go, the reason I saw firsthand that this woman was more woman than any woman I know. For the situation I seen on that, yes. The way she endured that whole situation, you don't even know how I feel to hear that they can't do nothing else for you on countless times. But she never heard it. Her faith was so strong, she always believed. Always believed. When I heard one woman say, people who die of cancer is weak, that is a lie. You can't fight cancer. Only thing you can fight is your faith in God and trust His will. Because at the end of the day, it's His decision. You here because He's still allowing you to be here right now. He can take your life today or tomorrow if He wants to. So why fuss? And why argue? And why let these bills and all these things stress you out for something that is not permanent? Do the best you can while you're here. Love, love, and hate, hate. It's pointless. People killing. My baby died in vain behind it. My baby died to show people that everything you think you're going through is nothing. They never even heard them saying they can't do nothing for them no more. They don't know nothing about the 100 and something throw-up times. They don't know nothing about getting a half a leg and limping. They don't know about that. They don't know about countless surgeries on the lungs because cancer kept coming back over and over again. She keep hitting. They don't know about that. She experienced it and she still died with love in her heart. So when I don't worry about things no more, like my old school say, don't worry about it. Man, keep pushing on. I love y'all. Y'all gonna keep on seeing me fight because this is who I am right now. That's who made me the person I am right now, of what I went through in life. I done got divorced twice, and at the same week, I lost my baby. The next week, I got my divorce papers after I lost my baby. But you know what? I still got Nisi, I still got Trey, and I still got Omega. God has blessed me with a new woman now. And it's hard because I'm an asshole to deal with right now with the new things that I've been through. But now I got her kids too, and just go with the flow of things. Ask God if this is where He wants you to be at right now. And if He don't want you to be in that, please ask Him to remove you from that situation that you're in. But at the end, ain't nothing too hard until you close your eyes. As long as you got breath in your body, you still got a chance to believe. But when it's over, it's over. The end stands for time has expired. Enter new dimension. Believe it, I love y'all. That's on By Y'all Testimonies.